welcome once again to the Fret Talk podcast. You are here with your host, Budget Pedal Chap, and we have got here today
Ollie, again.
Way, fantastic.
You stuck with me again.
So, anything exciting been happening this week, Ollie?
For me personally, no.
No.
Nothing.
Anything guitar related at all?
And everything that's been taken out of my life has gone into the guitar world. And everything's happening. So,
yeah, fantastic. Yeah, we've got an absolute butt ton of news to get through today. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
It's mental how much has been released recently.
How much of it is ridiculously priced?
Yeah, definitely. It seems more and more that the budget friendly gear is falling by the wayside somewhat. But anyway, let's make a start on it because we've got, like I say, we've got tons to go through. So you're going to start us off with a little announcement by PRS, aren't you?
Yes, there's at the end of last year, PRS did they introduced the CE24 back into the range, which was like the bolt-on American series, which is basically, it was like a fully fledged American, but the only difference was it was bolt-on instead of set neck.
Okay, yeah.
And about, I think it was September or October at the end of last year,
yeah,
they did this satin finished C24. They did, I think it was 4 or 5 colours.
Yeah.
Which I went and played a couple in Andertons, and they were just fantastic guitars. And I saw a few in GAC in February, and they're just absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
And PRS, I'm guessing this was the most popular colour because they're doing a very limited run.
Yeah.
There's only 300 of them.
It's that strange kind of trans-purpley burst, isn't it? It's the one that we mentioned with the Gibsons, actually. The ones that the Gibson double cuts have tried to pilfer.
But it's absolutely beautiful, and I could go on about it for hours. I mean, it's a little more expensive than they were in the original run at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Because they're now about £1,900. I think at the end of last year, on that run, I think they were about $1,100-1,500.
Yeah.
So they've gone up a little bit.
But these are bolt-on neck, but they're US made, yeah?
Yeah, they're proper US made. So they're above the S2 range, but they're not quite core. They're that little bit in the middle.
Yeah.
So instead of being, because I think the S2 is made in America but mass produced.
Yeah.
And then the core stuff is like proper handmade kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, not completely handmade, but
yeah, all crafted within house.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And then the CE line sits in the middle.
Yeah.
Because it's bolt on, so there's less time spent with glue and that crap.
The finish on it as well is, from what I saw, was a slightly matte finish, was it?
Yeah, it's a satin finish.
Yeah, so I mean that's going to save a bit of time as well.
Yeah.
Because bringing stuff up to gloss, adding the layers and layers of lacquer, it adds time onto production.
Yeah, especially with nitro.
Yeah, but like £1,900 for a full fat PRS.
Yeah.
Even if you were talking 10 years ago, that would have been a bargain. So
yeah,
I'm cool with that.
Buy one instead of a Les Paul Standard, kids.
Well, I happen to pick my my Les Paul Standard up for a darn sight cheaper than that. But
yeah, well, I suppose.
I know what you mean. By modern standards. It's definitely fighting for that market, isn't it? So we've got another guitar mentioned this week. Was announced kind of earlier in the week. So it's the Brad Paisley Road Worn MN Silver Sparkle Telecaster.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? What are your opinions?
Silver Sparkle shouldn't be road worn.
Yeah.
It looks wrong. Silver Sparkle is one of those finishes that has to be under an inch thick finish.
Yeah.
That can never be damaged. Otherwise, it just looks ridiculous.
Yeah, I do think the road worn nature of it doesn't do it any favors, to be honest. But it's kind of emulating the one that Brad takes on the road, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, once we found out that Brad Paisley was actually a real person.
Yes. That kind of ties into the issue that I have with this, to be honest. Especially for our market, well, the UK market at least. Brad Paisley is super well known over in America, doing a fair amount for the country scene. He's mentioned a ton on the Wampler podcast.
Yeah.
Which is fair enough. He doesn't get much exposure over here. There's not a great deal of following in the country. I must admit, it was, I think, last week was the first time that I'd heard a Brad Paisley song.
And I've literally just found out he's a real bloke.
So yeah, just shy of just crested $1,000. It's £1,036 that they're taking at the moment for it, which
isn't that's all right.
I think it's reasonable. It's reasonable. Will it sell in the UK?
Probably not.
Yeah. I mean, you might have people just thinking, "Oh, that's a cool Silver Sparkle telly with the kind of Paisley pattern pick guard." So you might get some people picking them up because of that. I think you may probably see a couple of these in a year's time, still hanging up on the hangers in guitar shops. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, at the end of the year, pick up a bargain on one of them.
That's it. In all fairness, though, I have seen on the road worn silver thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think silver as a finish, if there's a layer of colour underneath it, works really well. Because the guitarist from Skindred,
Mikey Demus, is it?
Yeah, he's got he refinished it and it was black and then silver on top.
Yeah.
And as he's toured it over the years, the black finish is coming through, and it looks amazing. But it's not sparkle, and it doesn't look ridiculous like the Paisley one does.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit gaudy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the title of this, Brad Paisley Road Worn MN. Not a clue what the MN means.
Maple neck?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, code cracked. Well done, Ollie.
I still need to crack the Friedman code yet.
Because
I can't break.
If the whole music thing doesn't work out, maybe a job as a detective.
I'll go and live in Bletchley and break codes.
Right. So this isn't necessarily new news, but it's a piece of news which has been cropping up really quite a lot recently. So the Joyo clones or the Joyo dual clones was something that was it was announced probably a couple of months back. I managed to see a kind of an unboxing and a kind of first look by that German YouTube guy who I can never remember the name of.
The bold guy with glasses.
Yeah, Henning, I think his name is.
Yeah,
but
and it's got the stupid username.
Yeah, the username is terrible. Yes, yeah.
We all know that guy.
But yeah, he kind of interviewed the two engineers who were behind it, because originally this was a Kickstarter campaign.
All right.
There were two Italian engineers who were looking at making a new kind of amp. And I don't know if Henning was part of this, but Joyo managed to kind of get hold of it, and then they started developing it. So essentially what it is all analog circuit. So we've got full valve amplifier, but with digital relay switching.
So that's a little bit like the was it the DT25 and the DT50?
Yeah. So
Line 6 stuff.
Yeah. Line 6. Yeah, their one was it had about 4 different modes, I think.
Although if you had their footboard, you could get a lot more. If you use MIDI, you could get a lot more than just 4.
I think the way it worked is it had those 4 bases.
Yeah.
And then the Pod XT worked with those 4 kind of bass tones and added to it to then take it further. But this is essentially, it's a bit like a modelling amp, but with all analog circuitry.
That is serious. That's reminded me of an amp, and I'm means to think what it is. There is another amp that's a little bit like it. I can't think.
Well, the Line 6 had the spider valve initially.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm aware, that was it was a digital preamp. Essentially, it was like a pod that was attached to a Wagner amp. Then the DT came along. So the DT came along with the kind of analog, full analog circuit and the digital switching, and this is kind of taking it to a step further than that, by the sounds of it, anyway.
That could be interesting then.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I've seen some of the stuff on the YouTube channel of the German chap, but I also there's one floating around YouTube at the moment, Spectre Sound Studios, and they did a quick unboxing and little tone test on it, and it seemed pretty good. So I'll go through some of the specs anyway. So we've got an idea of it. So it's all tube. I think initially it comes with EL84s, but it's got the capacity to take any common tube type. And it doesn't require any biasing either. So it's literally just switch in, switch out. It can be controlled via Bluetooth, USB, and MIDI. It's got MIDI control as well, and you can use an app to load the presets onto the amp. So you can essentially switch your amp channels through the iOS or the Android app.
Yeah, very nice.
It's got an effects loop, which is pretty good. It's a buffered effects loop, I believe.
All right. Okay.
So
I don't know too much about it, so I can't comment. I'm not a huge follower of Joyo.
Yeah, I think this is starting to wake people up a little bit to Joyo.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they have got some amps out before this, but there are quite a few people who are now actually opening their eyes and taking Joyo a little bit more seriously. £1,400 is the RRP for this.
All right, I've found the brand that I was thinking of, the amp that it reminded me of.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know Stone Deaf?
A pedal company, aren't
they? Yeah, Stone Deaf Effects. They make some amps which are all valve.
Okay.
But it's all digitally controlled.
Okay, yeah.
So if you switch between, just looking at it, I just found it quickly. So I mean, it's not cheap because it's all handmade in the UK. So even the 8-watt valve amp costs about £1,000. But it's very much it's got LEDs, so I'm guessing depending on where you can change the controls with different patches and things like that.
Yeah.
So that could turn out to be quite interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
so
what it's reminding me of.
it seems like there's a trend going on for this then.
Yeah.
So maybe if we look into the future, we see another couple of these kind of analog circuits with digital switching. I know there's a couple of pedals that have done that recently as well. The brothers,
Chase Bliss stuff.
yeah, and the Strymon drive pedals as well are supposed to be it's supposed to be like that. So I mean, this is just an extension of that, really. £1,400 for a product that says Joyo on the front. What are you thinking?
At the moment,
Yeah,
no. But if it turns out to be this absolutely wonderful
yeah,
piece of equipment that is on par with, like, the old Marshall JMD kind of things, if it's at that sort of level, then I think it will sell well.
yeah,
But I think it's just got to get that reputation.
yeah. I
Because
think
at the moment, people are going to read Joyo, think cheap tube screamer copy,
yeah,
and then just go, nah, not 1,400.
yeah. I mean, they've made headway in the market with their pedals, and to be honest, there's quite a lot of good responses to their stuff. But yeah, I think you've hit on it there, where it's the reputation is Joyo is a budget brand, and it's like the same if you saw a Bugera amp for 1,400 quid.
Yeah.
You'd have to question why.
Very similar. It's very similar to the. I don't know if you saw this, but Jet City did something similar.
Oh, did they?
So, for people who don't know Jet City, they're cheap valve heads designed by. Is it the guy?
Yes, by Soldano. It's Mike Soldano, isn't it?
Yeah. And a couple of them have been tweaked and upgraded by, his name escapes me, the guy who now runs Victory.
Oh, okay.
He's done a few.
Yeah.
And I think their most expensive amp's about 300 quid. And if you give them a valve change, and well, even if it's with the stock valves or just give it a bit of love, and it's absolutely brilliant amps.
No, I've got a Jet City myself. I've got a what's it called? A JCA 20, a single channel, kind of Marshall-esque.
I think they've all got that kind of vibe to it. But they, at the end of maybe a little bit earlier, they launched this thing where it was like a Marshall JTM 45 clone.
Oh, wicked.
All sorts of mods, whatever. So you had the base model.
Yeah.
And then as you ordered it, everyone was handmade. But you could order it with beta or an effects loop.
With a what, sorry? You'd cut out
an attenuator.
Okay, yeah.
Built in or like whatever.
Yeah.
So you could either, for the base price, you could just have a JTM 45 copy.
Yeah.
Slightly cheaper than an actual JTM 45.
Yeah.
But you could pay a little bit extra and you'd start getting different mods and things like that. But once again, that was still really expensive, and you look at it and go, is it worth it?
Yeah. So we're gonna take a little bit of a look into Joyo's kind of previous amp forays.
Okay.
So earlier on this, not much earlier on, to be honest. These are quite a recent thing. They released a couple of 15-watt hybrid amps. So they've got a 12AX7 in the preamp, but they're solid state
power.
Yeah, solid state power.
Right.
And they were called the Bantamp series.
Okay.
You've got a fair few. You've got the Atomic, which is based on an AC. The Blue Jay, which I'm thinking something Fender, maybe Blues Junior. The Jackman
that would make
JCM.
sense.
the Meteor, which I haven't got a clue what it was based on, and the Zombie,
It
which
sounds like it could be something like a dual rectifier or
well,
that kind of vibe to it.
the next one along, the Zombie, is the Mesa Boogie.
Okay.
Yeah, quite cleverly, or
Yeah.
yeah, somewhat cleverly. The names of the variation of the Bantam. So the Atomic, the A and the C of the Atomic are in bold, so it tells you what it's modelling. Same with the Blue Jay, the B and the J, the JCM of the Jackman, the M and the B of the Zombie. But I can't for the life of me think what the Meteor was supposed to be. Either way, so they've got these kind of 15 watt hybrid amps.
Yeah.
I've not heard any in the flesh, but from what I did hear, great little practice tool. Maybe home use. Not thinking it would be too good for anything kind of above a quiet rehearsal.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe just for those kind of home tones, you really want a AC, an AC15 and AC30, but they're just too damn loud.
Yeah.
You get
I do quite. Is it the AC10 that they make?
Yeah, they've got an AC4 and
AC10's. I think the AC10 is just about perfect. If they did that with a 12-inch speaker, then that would be brilliant.
Yeah. So I mean, this is an alternative for that kind of thing. I think it'd probably come in a bit cheaper as well, because these are somewhere in the 100 to 150 region for the head.
So that's same sort of price as the Orange Micro Terror and the Micro Dark.
Yeah, but these are slightly more powerful as well, and have got more tonal shaping, I believe.
Fair enough.
But they also come with Bluetooth as well, so you can, I believe you can, like play backing tracks through it or whatever. So nice little practice tool.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're looking for something that's kind of more orientated towards kind of rehearsals or small gigs, they've got a series of lunchbox heads. They've got a 15 watt kind of high gain alp called the Mjolnir.
The Mjolnir.
Yeah, Thor's hammer essentially. So yeah, very metal sounding. Yeah. Very metal sounding as is. They've also got the 12 watt 6v6 loaded Beale Street, which is named after the famous street in Memphis. So I mean,
be any more Fender if it tried, could it really?
Well, one would assume. Like I say, I haven't heard these ones, but you expect the kind of the 15 watt EL84 high gain Mjolnir to be kind of your fire breather, and your Blue Jay to be somewhat of a decent kind of pedal platform, maybe, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully this dual clones will push Joyo amplifiers into some more guitar shops.
Yeah, I hope so, because at the moment over here, oh man, and that's about it, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've not heard of any shops who are stocking them, and that's the thing that would hold me back from buying any of these, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like you say, Thomann, being one of the kind of principal places, being in the UK, if you don't like it, you've got that 28-day return period, but it's going to be a bitch to send back to Germany, isn't it?
Well, exactly.
So, I mean, that's probably what's putting off a lot of the UK market. So hopefully this dual clones will get a few of the amps into some UK stores. We'll be able to give them a try, and maybe even get like a proper review on here sometime soon for them. So we're going to move on. There's been some interesting news announced from one of my favourite companies. Ollie, you're going to have to go for this one because I don't think I could get through this without saying it through gritted teeth. Go on, Boss.
All right,
What are Boss doing these days?
40th anniversary box set, which is so at NAMM this year they launched their, was it 30th or the 40th anniversary DS1?
The black and
black and gold DS1, which looked way too much like a Metal Zone for comfort.
Yeah.
Which that cost about £60, which it's
kind of
not
part of the course with the Boss Compact, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not unreasonable. Yeah.
Yeah.
However, these.
So what is it to start off with, and then we'll talk about how ridiculously priced they are.
Okay, so it's a set of three original Boss Compact pedals, which is the PH1 Phaser, OD1 Overdrive, and the SP1 Spectrum. So you get a nice little box with it, and you get all your certificates and stuff.
Yeah.
There's only 1,500 in the world, and you get all this fancy stuff, and they've most of the circuitry is the same, apart from things that make life a little bit easier with modern day. So things like they've upgraded the section.
The what?
Because
sorry, you cut out again on that one.
The power section.
Okay.
It's like all the old Boss pedals used to have. You have a bit of trouble playing with other pedals and things like that. You have to have special power supplies.
Yeah. Before the standardization of the kind of the pedal board. I can't think of what the connectors are.
Yeah, the 9-volt barrel.
Yeah, it's the barrel jacks. Yeah,
those kind of things. So they've changed things like that just to make life a little bit easier.
More friendly.
Yeah, exactly. They are. You don't want to take them out of the box.
Yeah, that's and how much are they retailing at? Come on.
They're going to cost for the set of 3.
So this is 3 Boss Compact pedals, yes, with a fancy box. Yes, yeah.
And some nice signed certificates saying you spent way too much money. They are £835.
I very almost dropped a very naughty swear there. That's a very expensive box because there's no way they're asking that for 3 pedals.
They must be gold lined or something.
Who knows? I mean, they are pedals that have been discontinued, so they're not in current production. They've been discontinued for some time, and they do tend to fetch a premium on the used market. However,
but nothing over £150.
I reckon for mint condition PH1 and a Spectrum, you're probably talking closer to 2. But let's say you paid £200. You were feeling generous. You paid £200 for each of those pedals. You are still about £250 up on these new reissues.
Yeah. And the thing is, all those old ones, all the ones that people have had for the last 40 years, they've all been modded to play nicely with other pedals and power supplies.
Yeah.
Because my local guitar shop, probably March last year, had a very nice. What was the delay? Was it the DM3?
What, the red one? Yeah, the old analog Bucket Brigade one. Yeah.
Yeah, the most popular one.
Yeah, DM3.
Beaten up and had been modded, and that only went for 120. And I nearly bought a CE2 for 150, which had been modded as well.
Yeah.
So these aren't going to fetch, or weren't going to fetch on the used market more than 200 odd quid.
Yeah.
Giving you a fancy box and 800 odd quid, the price is just going to go through the roof. Collectors are just going to be rubbing their hands together and laughing like mad.
They are very much collector's pieces, aren't they? Because for that price, you are not getting them out of the box. You are not playing them.
Yeah, they're going to be. If you watch that pedal show where they've got them on the wall,
yeah,
that's where those pedals are going. You're never going to put your foot on one of those pedals.
No. I wonder what proportion of them will actually be taken out of the box and tested.
out of the 1,500 sets.
Yeah.
How many of those pedals are actually going to... They're probably hollow inside. They've just sold them the cases.
It wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, I mean that's one of the ridiculous boss releases this week. On to the other one. Yeah,
the other one is I haven't got a price for this, so you might have to help me out on this.
Yeah, I'll help you out. I've got it here for it.
But it's we all know about the Boss Wazacraft 150 watt head they released.
I would almost argue that we all know about that because it was mentioned once and never spoken of again, to be honest. But
yeah, it was one of those things.
Yeah.
That it's a bit like when you're watching someone ice and you think they're going to do it because there was all this massive hype about Boss are going to do this amazing like high-end amp.
Yeah.
And it's going to be amazing. And then they slip and like whatever they're holding goes everywhere. That's exactly what Boss did. They were walking on ice, slipped, and everyone started laughing at them. Because the 150 watt amp was about, was it £2,500?
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, just shy of $2,500. Yeah, for.
And it was about as good as a updated Line 6 Spider, really.
I'll be honest. I haven't heard them. I didn't even bother doing any research on these to listen to what they sounded like. I imagine if it's Wazacraft, it's probably going to sound pretty good.
I watched a couple of reviews online. I haven't heard one in person. I've seen one in person. They didn't sound £2,500.
Yeah.
For the price that you can get a hand-wired Marshall or a Mark V Boogie or any Orange amp or most Fender amps.
Yeah, you're talking. There's a kind of. That's a premium amp there, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you want modelling at that price, you just buy an Axe-Fx. Straight up, just buy an Axe-Fx.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the Axe-Fx, you've got the Helix, you've got the Kemper. You're not going to be shy of choice, and you'll have change to spare as well.
Yeah.
So
Boss have essentially just released a half-powered version.
Yeah, so the 75 watt.
Yeah. I don't know if they've changed anything. It doesn't look like they have. It just looks like it's got a slightly smaller power section.
Yeah. Well, the last one allowed power scaling as well, so it was you could bring it down to 1 watt and basically have bedroom volumes. This is coming in at £1,400. So here's the question now, Ollie. Having heard the specs, but not played either, where would your money go? The dual clones or the Wazacraft 75 watt head?
Probably the dual clones, purely because I've heard like the most positive review of the Wazacraft that I've heard was just like one guy online going, yeah, it's all right. But there was no one like throwing their arms in the air screaming that it's groundbreaking.
Yeah, I mean
it's the best thing ever.
There's been a lot of that for the Boss Katana.
Yeah.
But
the Katana is essentially the Wazacraft with a different name and a nicer price.
Well, we don't know that that's 100% the case, but I imagine that some of the tech will have crossed over.
Yeah.
And people are raving about the katana.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, I think it was mentioned that it's a class AB power section, so it responds more like a valve amp than a lot of the other
Class D.
modelling. Yeah, because a lot of other modelling is class D, whereas the katana was class AB.
Yeah.
Apparently, I haven't done the research. I heard it through other sources.
The grapevine.
Exactly. So I mean, that's what's going on with Boss this week. There was one other thing as well. I can't remember. It might have been like a metronome or something.
Wow.
Yeah, but essentially, they've reissued three old pedals and are asking nigh on $1,000 for it. They've put out a half-powered version of a head that no one wanted, and they're asking
a half-power version of a head that had power scaling on it anyway.
But yeah, I mean it's roughly half the price. Just over.
It's the price of the Wazacraft should
Yeah.
That's the price the Wazacraft should have been if it was better.
If the 150 was the price of the 75, they may have sold. Who knows?
3.
Yeah.
They might have sold, a dozen.
Yeah. So I mean, in terms of like where you might find it, you might see it in some studios.
In the skip out the back of the studio.
But again, I mean the Joyo, the dual clones, I think is ideal for studio work.
Hands down. I reckon.
Yeah. Well,
it's as good as we think it's going to be.
Yeah. As much bias as I've had so far, I'll put that aside and say I'm not going to put down any cement opinions until I have played both of them.
Yeah, reasonable.
But I mean, first impressions, I would say that the dual clones is taking the poop all over the Wazacraft in this situation.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so we've got one big announcement this week, which confused the absolute bejesus out of me. It is the Headrush pedal board.
Yes.
My assumption was that it would be something to do with Akai because of the old Headrush pedal.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, it has. Yeah, the delay, the looper, kind of made popular by Katie Tunstall. I believe she used one. Yeah. Her and a Headrush and an acoustic guitar, kind of for her first album. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, right. I digress. Okay. This Headrush pedal has nothing to do with Akai. It is the company name is Headrush. They have produced a pedal board. So let's have a look at the specs, and let's see if we can kind of put it in the market somewhere.
Okay.
Right. So £900 for this pedal board.
Yeah. So that's full Helix.
Yeah, we're talking underneath kind of the Axe FX, the Kemper.
So below the AX8 as well, which is the Axe FX floorboard.
Okay. But we're talking kind of in the region of the Helix.
Yeah, the big Helix, not the little Helix.
Yeah, because that's they've seen a price reduction recently where it's gone down to about £700 for the LT, and the full fat one is about 900.
All right.
So yeah, kind of on par with that in terms of pricing. It's newer, so hopefully the specs are going to be a little bit higher on this Headrush. It's got a touchscreen display.
Wow.
I think it's a 7-inch touchscreen display. So
does it work with my feet?
I could not confirm nor deny that. However, I'm going to say probably not. It's so. I mean the Helix has got a touchscreen display, but has also got those kind of finger sensitive buttons as well.
Yeah.
Quad core processor, so quite pokey, quite powerful, which is what I'd be expected, to be honest. It's apparently powered by the same technology in the 11 rack.
Yeah, I heard that when it was first announced as well.
Yeah,
I heard that it was basically based off the 11 rack, but updated, not built from the ground up, but it was like they'd taken the old 11 rack stuff, give it a bit of a polish, give it a little bit of an update, and then put it in a floorboard.
Yeah, well, the official market spiel is that it's HD expanded.
Wow.
So I think Line 6 did this with the Variax. They after a couple of years, they released HD versions of their modelling. They also did it with the Pod.
Yeah, I remember the HD 500 and the X.
I had a amplified footboard at one point.
Yeah.
And that had some HD models on it. They had them in the Firehawk as well.
I still need to try one of those. I still need to try those, like the cheaper 9.6 floorboards, just to see what they're really like.
I really liked mine. I would still have it if I hadn't lost it. So it's kicking around somewhere. But
so when you say you lost it, you mean you've genuinely?
Yep.
Like it's somewhere.
Yep, fully lost it. I took it to work, and there's a lot of nooks and crannies at work, so it's probably in some spider-infested corner somewhere. I'll find it one day. It'll still sound great. Yeah. It sounded really good, to be honest. I liked it. The problem I had was with the Bluetooth kept coming in and out. That's sorry to keep going back to the dual class, but that's something that I wanted to mention with that as well. Actually, the app control via Bluetooth. The footboard, the amplified footboard that I had some connection issues and would be generally sound, but then sometimes it'd kind of drop connection. Which would then mess with the board itself. So that might be something which is an issue, but again, we need to see it. Anyway, get back on topic, because I seem to have meandered my way around back to the start of the podcast.
This week sponsored by Joyo.
Yeah, we are really kind of pushing for a corporate sponsorship here, aren't we?
Yeah. Definitely. Beard oil and Joyo.
Well, I mean, if they give me one of those little tube screamer clones that everyone's harping on about, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
The vintage overdrive, I think they call it.
I'd go for one of those as well. Yeah.
But I've got far too many tube screamers as is. Like you know, I've got two Mojo Mojos, and that'll do me, to be honest.
A Mojo.
Yeah, I've got Mojo to the power of 4. So sorry, this for people who want to know about this head rush, we are really teasing them here. So yeah, £900, 7-inch touchscreen display, quad core processing, 11 technology with the HD updates, 20-minute looper,
which is very nice. Cheering.
Yeah, I mean, very, very useful. I don't think it's the biggest looper out in existence, but it's definitely long enough for anything that I'd ever use it for. Yeah, you could create some pretty meaty prog backing tracks for that, couldn't you?
Don't tempt me. Do not tempt me.
It also mentions the ability to load in impulse responses, so it makes it updatable yourself, which I'm not aware that the Helix does, but you're pretty sure that it's.
I'm fairly sure that just about big modelers does it. So all the, in fact, I might even go as far to say is you can do it with a HD 500.
Yeah.
Confident on that, but I'm 99% sure you can do it on the Helix.
Yeah.
You can do it on the Kemper. You can do it on the Axe FX.
Yeah.
And you can do it on whichever one I've missed.
The
3.
The Line 6.
That's him, the Helix. The Kemper, the Helix, and the Axe stuff, I'm fairly sure.
Yeah.
In fact, I know the Axe stuff can do it because I've done it. And I know the Kemper can because I've got the software to do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got Andrew within our roster anyway, so next time he's on, we might have to
interrogate him
about the IRs. So if we're looking at what this Headrush has to boast, 33 amp models. I might have them available somewhere, so I might go through a couple of them. 15 cabs, 10 different mics, which is nice.
Yeah.
As long as you've got the SM57, you should be fine. This is where it started getting a little bit disappointing for me. 6, it says distortion, but we're talking kind of dirt pedals.
Yeah.
I think there was a Tube Screamer variant. There was an OCD. There was something called the 8-bit Crush or something like that. So like a kind of a bit Crush kind of thing.
I'd like to hear that.
Yeah. Like I say, I'll see if I can pull up some of the info for that.
I have got the website here.
Oh, so yeah, you can run through that. We've got 30 different additional effects, so like reverb modulation, dynamic tape compression.
Okay, so it's 6 distortion.
Yeah, so
8 rotary.
Yeah.
Why would you need 8 rotary? What? How can you only have 6 distortion and then have more rotary?
I mean it's somewhat of a. So do you want to give us the list of distortion pedals? The
list of distortion pedals are the white boost. So I'm guessing.
He's guessing what? Sorry.
The MXR micro amp.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it could be maybe Spark as well.
Yeah, could be.
I'd probably wager more the MXR, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it's going to be the standard.
Yeah.
Drive pedal design. Then you got the green JRC OD.
Yeah, so we're talking.
So we all know what that is.
Screamer variant, yeah.
DC Distort.
DC Distort. Maybe
Marshall in the box.
DS1 or.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know what that could be. Black Op.
It's going to be a Rat, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Then you'll get this one instantly. The Trifuzz.
Yeah, I don't think there's any guesswork needed with that, is there?
Be. And the 8-bit Crush, which sounds like me a weekend and so much fun.
Yeah, so I mean, we've got a lot of the corners of the market covered with the what I expect to be the Rat, and we've got the Tube Screamer.
Yeah.
We've got a Boost as well. But I mean, we're missing a fair amount in terms of drive pedals. Let's have a look at some of the amps as well. Because that's perhaps where they're making up for the lack of dirt pedals.
Yeah, so you've got, it's all fairly standard sort of stuff.
Yeah, there's Tweed 57, Tweed.
Yeah, 59 Tweed deluxe and bass, 64 black face stuff. There's 5 of those. J45.
So what 45?
It's J45, so I'm guessing that's JTM.
Yeah.
66 AC high boost.
I wonder what that could be.
Yeah. Black Duo.
Yeah.
Then a couple of plexiglass amps.
Of course.
Blue line bass.
The Blue Line bass.
I don't know what that could be.
What for guitar amplifier? Maybe it's bass modelling as well. And we've got some like Ashdown or something, or
maybe. Although Blue Line is appearing again further down the list. I don't know. M2 lead.
Okay.
SL100.
Yeah.
3 variants.
So maybe like some Soldano.
Yeah. Two tread plates.
Yeah.
It's boogie. MS30.
So I mean, we've got quite a range from some of the small tweed stuff to
But it kind of continues on that line.
Yeah, so it's
there's JCM 800, Plexi mod, Deluxe Gain mod, SL100 extra range, that sort of thing. So it's about 10 different amps and then varying
variants on them
settings. So it's nothing incredible.
What's your kind of opening opinion on this this Headrush kind of first opinion?
It looks ridiculously cool. I remember I can't remember the name of the guitarist, but she does all the 2-hand tapping.
Oh wow.
She's got all like this, Strandberg and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So you can immediately tell who it was aimed at.
Yeah.
And it looks cool. It looks really nice. It looks really sleek. I'd say it looks better than the Helix, but the Helix has got a little bit more on it on software.
Yeah.
The fact that this is being advertised as, it's the 11 rack, but we've just updated it.
Yeah.
Doesn't appeal to me because the 11 rack has been around since I've started geeking out over gear.
Yeah, so it's even though they're HD updates, what strikes me is that there doesn't seem to be a lot in terms of options in comparison to your alternatives.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're looking at its direct competitor, which is going to be the Helix.
Yeah.
In terms of like pedal variants, they've got absolute tons. They've got
the Helix just goes on for days and days and days.
Yeah, the amp modelling as well. It doesn't tend to be variants of the same amp. It's so many different amp models. I mean, there was Orange in there. There was Vox. There was Marshall. They even had like stuff like Buddha amps.
That's a good point, actually. I don't think there's any Orange on here. Unless one of them is like really badly named.
Yeah.
The Orange amp.
So yeah, I mean, this is stuff that it's kind of letting the side down a little bit for this 11 rack pedalboard.
Personally, I'd put it in the same sort of league as the HD, like the pod stuff, not the Helix. I'd stick it down there with like the HD 500.
That's a bold statement. That is a bold statement.
I don't think it's. I mean, it's got the touchscreen. It's got the scribble strips. It's got all the nice stuff. It's got the hardware.
Yeah.
But it could just have a little more variety.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm sort of saying I think it should go where it is.
Yeah.
It's not very well thought out in the sense that there's no Orange amp, but there's 8 rotary cabinets.
Yeah.
And 7 reverbs and delays.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm looking at the list of the reverbs and delays, and it's nothing amazing.
No, to be honest, I think with my heavily TC branded pedal board, I could probably get more in terms of modulation and delay, and I don't have a reverb, but
yeah, the list of reverb and delay is
Yeah.
a stereo doubler,
Yeah.
an 11 reverb, which I'm guessing is like a really popular one that must have been carried over from the
Yeah,
11 rack.
we're probably talking some kind of studio style
Yeah.
verbs there.
Then a spring reverb, a tape echo,
Yeah.
a bucket brigade delay,
Yeah.
and a dynamic delay. That's it.
So I think there are two ways of looking at this. From the one side, from what we've mentioned is that it's if you compare it directly to its competitor, it seems to be lacking. It doesn't have as much in terms of variety for those things.
Yeah. Hardware's there, software isn't.
Yeah, I mean the quad core processor is undoubtedly going to mean that the fidelity of the sound is going to be pristine.
Maybe they'll add more things in the future.
Who
They
knows?
just want to get like a basic rolling out.
A base model, yeah. But then, if you think in terms of other companies, you're probably going to see a charge on top of that as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if you like I was saying, if you're thinking about all of the options that the Helix has got, it's already defeated before it's released. But there's the other way of looking at it, and I'm trying to see it from all of our group members' eyes. If you gave this to someone like Mick, this doesn't have. You won't get as much option paralysis with this. You'll go, oh, I want a spring reverb. There's my spring reverb. Turn it on. It sounds good. Oh,
rather than it saying like Marshall Spring, 63 Deluxe Spring.
Yeah. So perhaps
aged spring.
Perhaps this is where the market is. Perhaps our initial thoughts were a bit blinkered and a bit tunnel vision, and maybe this is the alternative for the person who doesn't want to be messing about with the settings, who doesn't want to be figuring out all the last little details, and it just wants to.
Yeah, it's probably for someone who's got the pedalboard thing for ease, for if they're gigging or recording or whatever, but they just don't want 1,000 options on different kinds of reverb.
Yeah,
they want to go, I want that sound, and they prefer slightly higher quality over millions of options.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't attest to the quality difference, and to be honest, to the human ear, it's probably going to be negligible anyway.
Right.
But something that I've failed to mention as well. This has got 2 switchable effects loops as well. So for those people who want to add maybe like an existing roster of pedals that they've got to the sounds within the unit.
I hate to do this.
Go on.
I might be wrong. You have to give me a second.
What's that?
I want to say the Helix
Has more.
Yeah.
I think it's got a effects loop. I don't think it's got 2.
Let's have a look. There was one of them. One of those.
The MS3 that was released a couple of weeks ago by Boss.
Yeah, it's got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's got 4 send and returns or 2 stereo.
What's this? The Helix.
Yeah.
Shit.
So it's either got 2 stereo.
Yeah, or 4 separate.
Or 4. I can't quite tell.
Okay.
Quick look.
So we might need to clear that one up. So it really does seem that Line 6 are bringing the firepower to this fight.
I'll just have a quick. Excellent. I'll just give it a quick Google.
Yeah. Oh. There we go. I've lost you. There we go. Fantastic. You're back.
Hey. Yeah, I can't seem to. When looking like really quickly,
Yeah.
I can't tell you straight off.
That's fine. We'll save that one and we'll come back to it. We'll have a chat with the guy who's actually got one. So we'll bring Andrew back on and perhaps probe him a little bit more about his Helix. One last thing that I'd like to mention this week as well. I put in an order for a pedal a couple of weeks ago, and I received it this week. So from a very small single man UK company called Adverse Effects.
Okay.
It's called the Honeybee Overdrive, and it's a clone of the I can't remember who made it originally, but it's like a light drive.
Okay.
So my kind of initial impressions of that pedal, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So what you're saying is you've bought a clone that isn't a Klon, an OCD, or a Tube Screamer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
If it fits within one of those categories, it would be more kind of leaning towards the Klon, because it's very low gain. I hate to use the word transparent. Because
it's got a bit of a mid thing going on.
Yeah, nothing ever is, but it's a really soft kind of mid push.
Yeah,
it's not pronounced like you'd get with the Tube Screamer.
It's a Mojo clone.
the Mojo has got the mid thing is definitely there, whereas this Honeybee is it's a little bit more subtle. The tone control on it's more like a presence rather than a tone control. It's not like a huge sweep.
Okay.
It's more like a kind of delicate.
That adds a little bit.
Yeah, I mean you kind of get kind of a more kind of lower mid to a kind of upper mid kind of treble, and it's a very gentle kind of push. It's not in your face. So it's usable across the range. It has got a mini toggle switch for diode clipping as well. I think it's a green and a yellow LED for the diode clip, and I'll have to get the guy who makes it, Matt, on here at some point, and
definitely,
and get him to go through a couple of his pedals. But to me, it just kind of opens up the bass. It's so subtle. It could just be my ears playing tricks on me, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful pedal, and it's funny that you mentioned the Mojo, actually, because when you kick in the Mojo with it, it's such kind of,
all your dreams come true at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just this kind of lovely saturated kind of classic rock crunch.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, it definitely makes me happy. I've got another Adverse Effects pedal as well. I've got the Amber Overdrive clone, which is completely the opposite way. It's just gain. But I mean, I've reviewed both of them on my Instagram, the Budget Pedal Shop Instagram. So for those who want to check it out, feel free to give some likes, some comments, and share it as well. But I think we are at about time for this week. That was some epic news that we had to get through.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, exciting stuff in the world of guitar. Let's see what Boss come up with next week.
Yeah, just £1,000 Metal Zone.
If only.
It's the Metal Zone, the Heavy Metal, and the Metalcore anniversary set.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be the Boss Brutal box. But anyway, so
It's spelled with two O's.
yeah, 2 zeros. Yeah. Some umlauts as well. Throw them in there.
Of course, yeah.
Right, so yeah, that's us for the week. Thank you for listening to the podcast once again. We do appreciate the listeners. You can catch me on Facebook at the Budget Pedal Chat. That's all one word. So facebook.com/budgetpedalchat. Instagram, we're talking budget_pedal_chat. I'm still looking at ways of getting listener interaction. I've looked at a couple of ways of doing it through apps, but it seems like really clunky. And I want to make it really, really user friendly and really, really easy. So that's an ongoing thing, and I will definitely get that on the go very soon because I want some listener feedback, some listener interaction, getting some listener questions as well. Is there anything that you want to promote this week, Ollie?
No, just my Facebook page again. Just Ollie Miles Music.
Fantastic.
That's it. It's a page where I occasionally post things. In fact, I haven't updated it in a while. I should probably do something.
Yeah, well, maybe you'll get an influx of some viewers, so that'll force you to add some content to it. So that's us for this week. Thank you for listening, and hopefully see you again soon.
Yeah.